What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. We're going to be speaking on the Virgos, as you see from the title of this video. Let's begin. Alright, Virgos. We have shaman for you guys, so a spirit guide. You guys could be receiving messages from a spirit guide. To me, personally, a lot of things are spiritual guides. From the signs you read, from the phone calls you receive, all of this type of things are spiritual guidance. So just keep in mind and be very open-minded as far as well as observation. Be observative to things in your life, because things can be spirit guide coming from the shaman energies, right? We also have authority or a father figure. If you guys are in this energy of becoming a father, congratulations. If you guys are in a situation where maybe you might not be as, how can I put it, as, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not really close with your people, whatever, close with your father, whatever. I understand from a personal aspect. But you might also have a different authority that you can appreciate on Father's Day. I appreciate my father as well. I just was raised more by my stepfather, so I give him that appreciation. But this could be a situation of you. Release any type of tension towards that, though. Like, try your best not to live life through that. I try my best not to. You know what I mean? Not all the time are you going to always feel that way. You might feel some type of way, but try not to react on it. At the very least, just don't react, right? Because I know it could feel a situation where you could feel like this person is supposed to be your guardian or whatever the case is, but it's time for you to take this authority. See, we feel that way because we feel like they have like this responsibility. But when you become an adult, you have to understand that this now is your chance to take back your authority. You have your control of your life. No more people telling you what to do. Just as people can't tell you what to do, people can't tell you what moves not to make. So ensure that you guys are taking back this authority. Most times, this is what this card means for you guys, right? This can be a spiritual guidance as well, teaching you guys to have that authority. You're taking back authority. Or you're not taking it back, but you're receiving authority. Right? We have seeding or planting. This could be a cultural thing. Cultivating? I think that's the word, actually. But no, this is more of the growth, I would say. Now, this can be you need to plant your own foods or vegetables, whatever the case is. But again, I really wouldn't get too literal with this, right? Because not all the time you have people that could do it themselves. You might live in New York or somewhere where there's a concrete jungle. So I'm not going to tell you guys to just go out there and plant your fruits and vegetables if you don't have the soil to do so or the capacity or space. But make sure that you guys are growing, right? As plants do, they grow. Well, how do they grow? They get water, they get soil, they get all these different nutrients. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat the best quality foods to grow. You can do a lot more reading than you do watching videos. You can go ahead and do a lot more exercising than you do sitting on. Just do anything that's going to grow you. You don't have to be Hercules out here, and you ain't got to be Einstein. But just do anything that's going to make you guys be a better individual. Because I promise you, life is easier that way. If you're on your pivot, life's a lot easier. It feels a lot more simple. We have hunter or tracking, right? So in a situation, you guys potentially seeking after the things that you desire and you're willing to go for it. Sort of like a hunter, right? Or you could be tracking on what you desire. You could be in an energy of taking your time to do some brainstorming to see what you actually want to do in life. We have a life giver or earth. This could be more of a relaxing, sat back, sat turn type of vibe. Taking your time. Kind of just sitting off of your lover in the, I want to say garden, but, like I said, a concrete jungle type of thing. Y'all probably not in them facilities. I don't know. But maybe you guys do have a situation like a sacred center space where you can kind of just vibe. It could be the living room. It could be the kitchen. You and a lover. Or you by yourself even. Just taking some time. Maybe watching a movie. Whatever you guys desire. Whatever your specialty is and how you enjoy yourself. This just could be one of those situations. You're learning to just give back to life. Like, enjoy life. Have a little bit of a little wine and dine type of thing, right? Like I said, you can't work hard and, growth and all of that. But what's growth without a little bit of taking a slight step back? What is working all year round without a nice little vacation? Doesn't mean you have to travel. Just mean vacate your mind. You know what I'm saying? We have nurturing or mother. This is crazy how this came out of the Father card, or sorry, not even the father card. It says father because that's typically the authority person now in the household, the one that sets the rules and stuff like that. But this can also relate to just someone that you look up to. Now, with the nurturing mother card, you could be nurturing yourself to understanding you behold the authority. So instead of reacting in a spiteful manner, or very aggressive, very shallow, very low vibrational, very like, oh, you should have done this, very entitled, I don't know, right? You could be nurturing yourself to be the better person. You could be nurturing yourself to kind of like a mother would do, right? Nurture yourself, give yourself that good, hey, that pat on the back, how far you came without so and so, whatever the case is. Or even going at it from an optimistic perspective to say, look, had I would have had this person in my life, people say it all the time, maybe I wouldn't be who I am today. Because a lot of our struggles make us better. Whether we want to admit it, whether we want to sit there and play the blame game, you can do that all you like, but it doesn't change the past. So just keeping that in mind. See what else? All right, so we have imagination or storyteller, right? This could be helping you guys grow your creativity, writing stories, right? Doesn't mean they have to be all the way fictional. I think non-fictional is not fake, and I think fictional is fake. I'm not 100% sure. You can drop it in the comment section if you guys feel a certain way about it. But imagination, storytelling, doesn't have to mean you have to write fake stories. You can actually write down your real things that happen to you in your life. You can actually write down manifestation affirmation as well, things that you actually want to desire. This can help you guys grow. Trust me. This can also be you reading books. This could be anything related to that. Because even if you're writing a affirmations out on what you desire, kind of like how to have I don't know if people still use them. Is it like journals or something like that? I forgot, right? But I don't know, right? But yeah, write down stories. Get involved with that type of stuff. Imagine things can happen. Using your imagination. You can be 50 years old, but if you use your imagination, I promise you have a lot more higher vibration to be able to pursue those imaginating thoughts. Like you wanna go skyscraping, or you wanna go and climb rocks, or whatever the case is. If you can imagine it and then you can work towards it, you can make it a reality. So just keep that in mind. Don't never lose your imagination till the day you die, for real. Okay, we have ingenuity or an inventor. So this could be someone of a creative aspect, right? You guys could be hunting for this type of thing within. Again, even if you just sit down, even if you just sit down and just talk amongst yourself, not to yourself. I learned this like years ago. Talking to yourself is like if I was to be like, yeah, Micah, dang, that happened. Yeah, that's crazy. That's talking to myself. But if I'm talking amongst myself, I could just be like, man, I wanna travel, or I'm gonna go here. You're not responding to yourself. You're just talking amongst yourself, kind of creating that creative aspect. Like you're keeping yourself, you're keeping yourself up there. You know what I'm saying? If you got to do that to keep yourself high vibrational and to continue to remind yourself, because you can't rely on social media or other people to give you that, feed you that energy. Because if you rely on that, you might just get discouraged. Because every time you try to look up a video, every time you try to consult with someone about your ideas, they knock it down. They're like, oh, that's not possible. So sometimes you need to remind yourself how to make it through. Now, you can get advice and all of that. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just saying it's better to rely on yourself as well to be who you need to be. So you can be tracing these things within your mind. You can be tracing this within your soul. Be doing a little bit more reading. You have 2 things here that talk about reading. Y'all probably do need to do some reading. You know what I mean? Probably do need to pick up a book. Let's see what else we got there. All right, we got actor, performer. Make sure y'all not being fake. Don't fake it till you... Look. You can fake it till you make it all you like, but guess what? When that test comes, when them results hit and you can't pass that test, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Fake it till you make it. And once people start, look, if this is a family member that portrays a certain image or acts as if this happened and the whole time they ain't really about like what they say they about, just give them their space. You know what I mean? Or yeah, like don't even entertain it. Don't even feel no way about it, because you're going to have that in the world today. You're going to have that. You're going to have people that stand by the word. You're going to have people that don't. So do not get yourself emotionally connected to situations where you feel like you gotta do something about this specific someone. You know what I mean? You feel like you gotta destroy them. You gotta go crazy. Like, you ain't gotta do all that. You know what I mean? That's just what happens in life. You have good and bad. It's not gonna stop. You have death and you have birth. It's not gonna stop. You just because you do something to them, that don't mean that they're gonna change. No. Just kind of keep your distance and just kind of tolerate a little bit. Look at it like a joke, like a joking matter. Like whenever they say something, yeah, I'm gonna go get this, and I'm gonna end up trying to stun on you. Hey man, good job. Keep going. You feel me? Like, look at it that way. Like, because I don't want y'all going out there and trying to like force people to be real. Like, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? Look at it in the optimistic light. Say they're fake, or however you want to say. Oh, they're so fake. Okay, well, you be real. You know what I'm saying? You be real. You be the real diamond, and you go out there and make something happen. You know what I mean? Hey, more for you, right? I mean, whoever passes the test is the one that gets A+. Whoever gets the A+ is the one that goes to college, is the one that gets a football scholarship, and the one that goes and hits and goes to the NFL, and the one that actually goes and hits and brings him that bag. So look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? The fake ain't gonna make it as far as training. They're gonna go there with the gear and they'll look all clean, but as soon as they get out there and start, they're gassed out. They can't even walk no more. So let the fake do their thing. Let them burn themselves out. We have here breathe. Take a breather. You guys are understanding that. You guys are nurturing yourself to take breathers. Take a break. This is what I do. I like to put time into work. Yeah, but after that, look, from 10 to 11. Remember I tell you, I just told you guys about social media. 10 to 11, that is my time for YouTube. Or at lunchtime. Even though I'm on this, because I've worked jobs and all that, so I ain't got to explain to y'all my personal situations, but even though I'm on this, y'all see me on this YouTube thing, I still have a routine. I still have a schedule. I still have things I got to do by time. And I give myself breaks because I don't believe in working consistently without breaks. If you don't break your work life up with just a chill mood, then how you know you're really working? Because, you know what I'm saying? How do you know you're really working? That's like me saying, I ran a mile. And if I that's like me saying I'm always running. It's got to be some point you're walking, because you have to distinctively know what's running and what's walking. So if you say to yourself, I work 24/7. So are you really working? Is it really work? If you work 24/7, wouldn't it just be doing stuff? You see what I'm saying? Is you really working hard? Because if you was working hard, isn't that like an opinionized statement? You know what I mean? If that makes sense to y'all, but y'all probably don't really understand what I'm trying to say. Or maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? But it's just gotta open up your mind to it. You can't get, I can't be lazy if I gotta work hard. I promise you, them people that be talking like that do not work all the time. They display that, and as long as you're continuously following their journey, they're gonna act as if that. But most real people, we know when we work hard, we work hard. When I go out there and I do my little weights and all that, I'm done for the day. Yeah, that's why it's working hard. I work hard for that moment and I'm finished. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do, but I'm just saying that's what it is. You can sit there, you can pretend, you put on this fake act as if you're just out here just doing the most all day and every day. Well, if it was that hard, and if it was that hard, I promise you, you'll chill. Get involved with your chilling stuff too. It's a peaceful thing to just chill, because if you're just doing stuff, how are you ever going to reflect on what you did? That's the time of chilling. When you chill, you get to reflect on it and appreciate it. It's like you're always making money, but you never spend it. It is useless if you don't spend it. You ever have money in your account? Unless you spend it, it's not money. It's just a number. So, anyway. We have conjuring or magician, sorry. You learn that things happen within a magical way. Storytelling. Using your imagination, is right there. Y'all want me to show it to y'all? I'm not lying. Using your imagination, you're going to experience magical gifts. Simple as that. Simple as that. I didn't expect to be what I'm doing. But hey, I got the opportunity and I'm going to do it. I don't care what's the result of it. I'm going to manifest this reality into my life. I don't care what no one says or whatever the case is. I'm going to make it work. Like I told y'all, I'm on YouTube, but I have a schedule. I have a routine. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make sure I handle all my ends, and I'm going to let God handle the rest. But anyway, as I said, using your imagination is going to allow you guys to seek out a whole new magical life. You don't believe me? Try it for a month, and then come back to this comment section and drop your story time if you don't believe me. Promise you, you start getting on certain things, you start to really analyze it and this and this and this, and you really start to watch your time, which is the most important thing in the world. I promise you, your life will change. And if it don't change physically, it's going to change mentally, because now you're going to think that it's possible and you're going to make things happen. Last one we have for you guys is creating. So artistic. Artist. Art. You're going to be creating things. Look, inventor, creating. Y'all see the correlation? Cool. Get out there and start, painting. You ain't got to paint. No, to be honest, you ain't got to paint. I'm not going to sit there and say it like, because you guys might work 12-hour shifts. I don't know what y'all work. But if you ain't got time to paint, at least reflect on things. You know what I mean? Take your time. We're going to end this because my laptop likes to freeze and likes to do all these extra things. But before we do, let's go ahead and round it off for you guys, right? Here we go. So you guys are learning to use your spiritual guide, right? You guys are in this energy of taking over authority from your from your father figure or whoever was a figure in your life, like an authority figure. You're taking over. You're learning to grow, probably do certain things to help and assist you guys with growth. You guys are tracking on, you're tracing or you're tracking, you're hunting for this inner peace that you guys are able to relax with. You're nurturing yourself to have better imagination so that you guys can become an inventor. You're avoiding the fakes. You're trying to, or I would hope that you guys acknowledge that a performer is just an act. It does not mean that it's actually going on and you guys want to have the real deal. You do not want to be out here having a picture of a house. You want to have your house. You don't want to just be standing by a billboard. You actually want to live in something, right? And that doesn't mean having to earn it, but you could just be, at least to have, you don't want to just have a picture right by you with food. You want to be able to consume that food, right? Because a picture ain't going to make you, ain't going to nurture you. If you eat it, it's potentially going to poison you. So this is my point. You're also learning to breathe more, exhale, inhale, all of that good stuff. Just relax. I don't really do meditation. I like to train instead. To clear my mind. I try to train about music. But for you guys, you just could be doing whatever you do to put you in a relaxed state. You guys are learning to use your magic. Now, magic, you could just do simple mindset things. Like, oh, my day is going to go great. Promise you, if you say that multiple times a day and these situations happen, like say a negative thing does occur, most likely you're going to be like, don't worry about that, man. And you're going to move on from it because you're going to experience it, you're going to learn from it, and you're going to grow from it, and you're going to move on. You're not going to let that deprive you of having a good day. Like, oh man, what, this person didn't bring in this today, or say yeah, work, or this person did this, or whatever you do for work. Something happened, you fell behind time, whatever. Instead of you looking at it from as a depriving moment, like, oh man, I can't keep going. You look at it from experience, like how can I manage myself better, or how can I relate to this, or whatever, right? So that's a form of manifestation that you guys are going to be doing. You're going to be speaking your world into being and all of that. Creativity, paint, draw, sing, rap. I don't know what you guys could do that's creativity. Creating a different mentality space, creating a different routine, a different schedule, being creative, thinking outside the box, thinking about outside your situation. I love to read because it takes me out of my elements. Like, I'm in an element right now in the household, so if I'm reading in my bedroom, I get to explore a whole different world, which then allows me to be more creative on this channel and things of that nature. So that's just, it all depends on how you guys decide to take it. But we'll finish up with this video. This video is done, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys as always in the next video. Stay safe, stay up. Avoid all of that negativity or whatever, or at least learn from it. The bare minimum, learn from your situation, whatever you're going through at the moment. Hopefully it gets better, and I'll see y'all soon. See y'all.